right. Hello. What's up? It's your boy Hex. How long has it been? I ain't made a video in 3 years. I'm gonna change that right now. So, nothing was gonna bring my ass back from the dead like the announcement of the Gen 10 Pokemon games. They're called Winds and Waves. That's so sick. I'm so excited for this game. Yo, I can't describe to you that I'm so captivated and enthralled by what I'm seeing from this trailer. This thing is beautiful, immaculate, amazing. I love this shit. I can't wait to get my hands on this shit. Oh my god. It took me a while to figure out what angle I'm gonna have for this vid. You know, my great return that no one gives a shit about. But what am I gonna do? Am I gonna speculate? Am I gonna discuss? Am I gonna just bring up ideas? Am I just gonna gush about the game trailer? No. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up 4 points and I'm gonna discuss those things. And unlike a lot of my other videos, I actually want to bring them up as bullet points and present them in the video. You know, no more shall be my old vids where I just kind of talk and there's nothing on the screen. Now I'm gonna change that. It's not engaging. It's lazy. I'm gonna have something visual going on. Something's gonna be on screen, even if it's gameplay. I gotta change that. The topics of this video are gonna be wind, new moves, the gimmick, and Majin. Yep, that's it. So, first up, wind. You know, as you can see in the trailer, they're doing so much work on like the naturalness of the environments, the surroundings. It's almost it's damn near photorealistic compared to every other Pokemon game since the past. Uh, but the waves, they're amazing. They're realistic. They're moving. It's not just static, nasty ass, cheap ass PS1 looking water. You can see it. You can go in it now. Yo, it's a whole ecosystem. You can actually go underwater now, like it's Hoenn, like it's Gen 3. But no, you're not just picking little dive spots here and there, cherry picked in the whole sea. No, it seems like every significant body of water in the damn game is housing Pokemon and who knows what. Everybody. Yo, Wind Waker didn't do that. Zelda Breath of the Wild didn't do that. Yo, Odyssey did that for like one level. Yo, this is, oh my god. Every damn body of water you see, you can get in there and do shit and find Pokemon. That's crazy. I love that. But early on, I am a winds guy. I am team winds. I love the sky. I love the clouds. I went there. You know, I'm kind of tired of water types too. They're very useful. They're always bulky. They're always in your face. I'm tired. I went with winds. Okay. No, I'm not team sky, but I love sky. Anyway, I'm hoping, they're doing so much with the water. Are we going to get any love for the sky and the wind and the clouds? The clouds look very beautiful and diverse and dynamic in the trailers. But are we going to get sky environments? Are we going to get spaces that we could fly? I doubt every section of sky is going to be housing Pokemon. You could see shit in the sky. No, I doubt that. But at least some spaces, such as, for example, how Legends Z handles it, like little spots here and there that are specifically meant for, okay, you go here, you can go in there, you can go up in the air, find Pokemon there. Maybe you could see it from the ground. I'd be so sick just seeing suckers flying around, doing who knows what, But that could be a lot harder to render than, say, underwater, inhabitants. Because, underwater, you have to go in there to see shit. Until you're in there, you don't have to render nothing. But the sky, from any point, from very far or very close, you gotta have that, generated. And that could be hard on the system. That could be hard on the RAM. That's a bigger ask than, say, just water Pokemon. But come on, hell, it's called Winds and Waves. We gotta have some development and some love for the wind, for the sky. Come on, please. And I'm looking for a big slew of flying Pokemon, not just flying, just, wind related. I really want to see them go all in on this team. I want a lot of love, a lot of work done. But yeah, please, that's of course a major hope for me. And I hope for a lot of people who just want a lot of sky content. If the water's getting all that love and the games are called Winds and Waves, well, I want the wind to get a lot of love too, not just waves. You feel me? Okay, on to topic 2, the moves. I really hope they do more moves that aren't simply offense, attack, power, offense. Pokemon really loves to do that, and they can be very basic in that way, But Pokemon also has a big sort of branch onto moves that aren't just offense. I like strategy. I love stall. I love all these other non-linear, non-direct tactics that you can employ in Pokemon games. They've been doing that for years. I love it. And, be it competitive or not competitive, because, I've done some competitive back in the day. I always keep track on that type of stuff. But the fact is, um, I'm looking forward to more non-directly combative moves. I love it. I love when they do that. And, I did some research too. Sword and Shield had 65 new moves. Okay. And I believe 5 of them were like largely defense or stall or like healing. Uh, Scarlet and Violet, 69 moves. Nice. 9 moves that were like defense or heal or stall related. Actually, I think arguably more than that, but those were less direct. But yeah, the fact is, okay, we got a lot of new moves every gen. Yo, I never would have imagined we get like 20, let alone 60 in the past 2 gens. What the fuck? Of course, that's kind of DLC. Personally, I don't really want to count the DLC because it's just kind of extra. I want to know what the base game gives you. But yeah, that's a fucking lot. And of course, a lot of them are like repeat themes. Like, oh, here's rollout, then ice rollout, then fire rollout. Like, I don't like that shit. But whatever. It's new. It's new ground. Anyway, yeah. So I'm really, really looking out for new stall or defense or just more tactical type shit. I love it. Like there was this cool ass dice move that we had in Scarlet and Violet. I never got to use it. There was that new variant of substitute. That's sick. Items are related to that too. But anyway, what else? Of course, me being Mr. Wins over here, I want to see more win related shit. Just to fill out my team. Just to get more of that. Get actual active gameplay involved in the games. Winds and waves. I want more wave moves and wind moves. We got Hurricane, we got Tailwind, lots of shit Gust, but I want more. Come on. And on that topic, I almost forgot to mention, I'm running my first stall team in Gen 10. I've been waiting years to do a stall team. It's been a goal for years. I want to do a mainline game, Pokemon game campaign with a stall team. It's going to be hard. It's going to take a whole ass fucking lot of time, but I can't wait to do that. And stall, I'm looking for new moves. I already have a lot of ideas in my head because I already know how stall goes. I've been following it for years, but oh man, I can't wait, man. So yeah, stall, offense shit. Just, I can't wait, man. That's pretty much the brunt of it. All right. Now, topic 3, the gimmick. This shit's pretty exciting. Back in the day, I never really cared about the gimmick. Wasn't really even aware of it. But, in the past 2 gens, of course, I bring them up again, the past 2 gens. They've been good. But, Dynamax, and we got Terrestrialization. Those were sick. I actually dabbled in them here and there. Went out of my way for that shit. I don't like to use things that just feel like, oh, if you're losing, here's an immediate power boost. It's just kind of there like a flip the switch to make things easier for you. I don't like things like that. But, just for fun, it's here for one game and it's gone to the next one. Just use that shit once in a while, man. It's all good. Have fun. But, what's going to be the new one? I don't really want to refer to leaks too much, but, I mean, come on. If you're here, you're watching this vid, let's dabble in leaks, It's too difficult to not talk about the leaks. And they've been around for since 2024, right? Anyway, but besides that, before I even get there, the little symbol in the Japanese logos, because I learned recently, every time, I know for a while now, but every time you see the Japanese logo for a new gen, there's a little icon in the logos that shows you something about the gimmick. That's so sick, like a little foreshadowing. This one has this little rainbow thing. You can't see in the Western logos. It's so stupid. Why do they take that out? But yeah. A dude on YouTube named Loxton, that dude's just smart. He's like a Pokemon guru. You gotta check that guy's channel out. This dude is so elaborate, so intelligent. But listen. He noticed that this new symbol looks like what do you call it? A Hagoromo, a raiment. It's like this sash that is draped around certain characters in Japanese mythology that it denotes divinity. If you're like a deity or a kami, a god, you will have that. Think of Fujin and Raijin, all those super strong characters who kind of symbolize the powers of nature and shit like that. Just you're very powerful and you're divine descent or in some form. That's cool as fuck. It's a really interesting direction for the gimmick to take in this generation. But what are we really gonna get though in terms of designs? And aside from that, I really love the last 2 gimmicks because unlike say Mega Evolution, it was just power. Excessive power, fucking 150 base attack, just hit things and they die. Nah, man, the new ones, it's more fun. every Pokemon that you can have on your team can partake, and you also get like special designs for a handful of Pokemon. It's a win-win. Of course, no, terrestrialization didn't quite have like special terrestrializations, but every Pokemon you can think of can have it. You could do diverse shit with it. It was so insane, man. Talk about opening up strategies and new ways to play and new things you can just contemplate. Let me get a poison type Gumi. Let me get a fighting type Snorlax. Let me get a normal type Ghastly. This shit was so sick. It was so fire. It just blew my brain apart when it was announced. Had me thinking all sorts of cool shit. And half that shit, I have none of it actually. I've even pursued yet. My Switch is dead right now because I can't anyway. But so many just cool ideas just bubbled out of that so fast. Amazing, interesting ideas. So what are they gonna do this time? I'm expecting so much now that Game Freak does shit in such an amazing way, compared to the past. They gotta follow suit. They gotta keep going with this amazing approach to Pokemon battle gimmicks. Holy shit. Oh my god. And anyway, on to the leaks. It's called supposedly something about rebirth, where your Pokemon faints and it comes back by holding some kind of item or something like that. And it gets like a big old power boost and like all stats or something like that. And of course there'll be special ones. So in a sense, it'll be like Dynamax. Cool new form you can attain, and a handful of Pokemon who they handpick will get special versions of that. But what is it gonna mean? Okay, basically it's like 2 health bars. There's gonna be some kind of culturally divine aspect to the visual design. Man, this is something interesting. Holy shit. And I can't wait to see how people design things around that. Fan art. Oh my God, I love that. I can't wait for that shit. But yeah, all right. Now for topic 4, the last one. Majin. This is so exciting. Holy shit. And I don't even know the nature of it. None of us really know quite the nature of it. Is it going to be like an equivalent of Titans back in Scarlet and Violet? Is it going to be the new gimmick? Is it going to be something entirely different? Who knows? It's so exciting though. I can't wait to see what they do with this. According to the leaks, it was just like, all we could really know for sure is some kind of form. Some kind of weird form that they're messing with. It might hit the cutting room floor. We might never see it in the game. It might be in there in some subtle way, like in stories. It might be, it could be like the focus of okay, if they do the thing like they did in Scarlet and Violet, okay, 3 campaign things that you can kind of pursue that make up the whole game. What if there's like a 4th one, this time around? And that could be the Majin shit. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just hoping it's not cut, whatever it is. But listen, in the leaks, there's this thing called Nushi. That might be the new equivalent to Titans in Winds and Waves. But if that's the case, then what is Majin? Is Majin, like, someone brought up an interesting theory. It could be like a thing that the evil team uses, this respective evil team of Winds and Waves. But who knows? I don't know. It's so interesting. I hope, no matter what happens, I just hope it's something we can use. Not like Titans, not like whatever. Please be something we can use. I really want to. It's just so enticing. I want that shit. It's so exciting, so cool. I love this cultural root it has. Like spirituality, divinity, all this stuff that they're kind of messing with in Winds and Waves, apparently. Oh man, I can't wait. Please, don't get cut. Don't be something we can't use. Please, whatever it is. Do I have any ideas on it? Not quite, but please just be something we can use. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, man, can't wait for these games. Holy shit, so exciting. I don't think it's been since Elden Ring since I was this excited for a game. Damn. But yeah, I'm back. I'm here. And this is not the last video I'm making. I'm not doing another 3 to 4 year hiatus. I'm here, sucker.